Hari Om, day 19. So earlier, as we have seen, the odd numbers are our highest philosophy, and the second thing is there are highly meditative phrases. In fact, in this morning Vedic chanting class, we discussed about meditation. Closing eyes, what to do? Here are the pointers for the sublime meditation. And today's verse goes like this. नभीवावरे जो अणुरेणुकान्हि वृथाटवाया राघवे विना नाही तया पाहतां तेची झाले तिथे लक्ष आलक्ष सर्वे बुडाले. What is there to meditate on this? Pahatam, techi, jale, aha. Rita, thavaya. Aha, what is this? Anu, renu, kanhi. Aha. You see here, the first one says, Nabhi vavare jo anu renu kanhi. He says, Nabhi in the sky or in cosmos, Vavare moving about. Moving in the sense we can say Chalana and Achalana, both moving and non-moving, everything. But as you know, even as per science, there is nothing unmoving in this universe. Right? Therefore, he says Vavare. Even the planets, they are moving, The space itself is moving. We all know that. We have studied. Isn't it? The galaxies, everything. So, Vavare, moving about, Johu, Anurenu, the atom or the smallest particle, which are not even visible to the electronic microscope. They can't he, whatever. So, he says, whatever seen and unseen moving in the universe, in the cosmos, what? Rita Thavaya Raghu Vinanahi Raghave Vinanahi. Sorry, I said Raghu Vamsha. Okay, Raghava here is mentioned. He says Raghava Vina. Vina means without Raghava. Nahi, not. What? Rita, empty, Thava, space, ya, this. He says there is not even an iota of space in this universe which is not filled by Raghava. Huh? Yes, Raghava is omnipresent. Next it says, this is the punchline. Taya pahatam techi jale. Pahatam, by looking and looking, by watching and watching. Taya adhim. Techi, he himself, the seer, Jale, becomes or became, whatever it is, or assumes. Assume here, I am not speaking about assumption, taking form. He says, while looking at him, means Raghava, the absolute truth, one becomes him, like Raghava. Huh? How is it? Just by looking, one can become Raghava? Doesn't mean to say that the looker suddenly becomes 6 feet, the broad shoulders. Ajanubhav Arvind. So does he become all the physical features change? No, my dear, the inner qualities they change. We have studied in science how a caterpillar becomes a moth. A caterpillar forms a cocoon around it, and there it keeps on thinking and thinking and visualizing, and finally one day it flies out like a butterfly. When that is possible, why can't this? Yad bhavam tad bhavet, as we have studied earlier, as we think, so we become. You think of Raghava more and more, you become Raghava. Haven't you seen children being copycats and imitating their father or their mother or their teachers? They become like that. They act like that. Their walking style, their connotations, the way they speak, everything changes, isn't it? Similarly, you think of Raghava, you become Raghava. It is only here that is possible. In any other subjects that you study, you only gain the knowledge on that subject. It can be the astronomy or mathematics or physics. Yes. But here in philosophy, when you study of Sri Ram, you become Sri Ram. When you study of Krishna, you become Krishna. When you study of anything, you become that. Tete laksha alaksha sarva budale. Tete, there, laksha, visible, alaksha, invisible, sarve, all, budale, vanishes or drowns. You see, here is the confirmation. He says, Tete, laksha, alaksha, the seen and the unseen vanishes instantaneously. When? Pahatam Raghave. By looking and looking at Raghava, the absolute truth, the differences of the seen and the unseen, you and me, it vanishes. A very, very egoistic salt doll which wanted to understand the depth of the ocean dives into the ocean. What happens, my dear friends? Will the doll understand the depth of the ocean? The salt doll itself becomes the ocean. Similarly, here, when we try to explore the truth, we become the truth. Not only here, even in the Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita echoes the same. Anoraniyam Mahato Mahiyam, says Bhagavad Gita 4.1, Kathopanishad 1.2.20. Correct? You see, the smallest and the smallest and the biggest of the biggest, there exists the truth. So it's spread all over. So how is it spread? Just like the thread going through the garland, all through. Not even a single flower. It leaves. Then here, where is it? Here it says, the soul breathes in the secret heart of a man. Man in essence here, anything, I'm not speaking about the physical gender man here. Here comes our Sahaja Marga meditation. People who are into Ramachandra mission of meditation, you understand, early morning at 3 o'clock, we sit in a comfortable position, close our eyes, and we focus in the heart chamber. And there we see a flame of the size of the thumb in inverted form. That light illumines the whole universe. See, all the differences are gone. Just like the tributaries flowing into the river and the river becoming an ocean. Where are the dualities? You see, the ocean evaporation becomes the cloud. The cloud pours down as river on the mountains. On the mountains form a small stream. The stream becomes a river. The river becomes a ocean. Where are the individualistic identities? When the river joins the ocean, the river loses its identity and becomes a ocean. The ocean evaporates, it becomes a cloud, and the cloud falls down in the form of rain. When it pours down, it becomes a small stream, and a stream, when it joins the river, the stream loses its identity and becomes a river. Isn't it? The one bright white sunlight, when it falls through the prism of water in the form of rain, you see the spectacular 7 colors of the rainbow, one in many and many in one. Or a small instant stick that you light in front of the god, that fume that comes out slowly, it thins out and vanishes somewhere, where that flame which had an identity as made fragrance becomes one with the atmosphere, isn't it? Similarly, a person who thinks of Raghava loses his identity of the individualistic consciousness called I. So and so he dissolves and becomes Raghava himself, becomes the absolute truth. Saying so, here we conclude today's session, and thanks for being with.